Mic off. Mic on.
So, hello there. I'm Captain, and today we'll be doing some Scratch things. So, playing some games on Scratch. Yeah, I don't have a plan, so let's see, what have we got? I wonder if these still work. I remember these were really fun. My Polaris, he doesn't do anything anymore, but let's see. loud. All right. All right, let's play something else. Like, I could just play my own games, but who wants to see that, right? Oh, this one's fun. I like this one. This is one of my favorite Scratch games. Then you level up in this game. It doesn't really do anything for you. It's just like for a
Mic off. Mic on.
Alright. That'll be better. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, this is why I have not. Okay. I don't even know if this one's possible. Yeah, so you get the plane from 1942, and then it starts shooting all of this crap at you, and you don't dodge it. Oh yeah, you do. Hang on. It might be. Is this actually possible? What? Oh. Okay. All right. I will buy it. Oh, it looks like you can route this. Okay. For the most part, anyway. I have never cleared that one before. That's cool. Oh, hey, I've been promoted to expert. That's nice. And I got it. Wait, didn't I already get that one? Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, it does that. Okay, I don't know if those are actually... Candy! Oh, this is what that medal was. There is no indication of whether the bullets are going to come at you or fly off in a ring. That's fine. It's actually not fine. It's kind of a little bit of a poor game design decision, but it's Scratch, nobody cares. And also this game's pretty good anyway, despite some weird decisions. Hey! Raise. Okay. Sorry about the audio. Still getting that figured out. Okay. Alright, let's play something different. I know you... yeah, okay. Hang on, here's something. Wait. Let's see. Nope, not that. No. You. Let's see you, and I want that. This was like my favorite thing. Okay. Back in... yeah, 2013 sounds about right. This is one of the games... well, this is the game that inspired my first game on Scratch, so yippee. There's no noise here. There's no music for this game. So I'm gonna put on some other music. And we got some Toho music. That is a-okay. It's from my... Okay. Alright, so yeah, on a lot of games like this, I don't know if this was the first one, it probably wasn't, but you can wall jump and basically climb up anything. You see this in most Scratch platformers from this era. The only professional game I can think of that does this is Mega Man X, and I suppose it's sequels too. Wow, they move. That is incredibly crazy. Alright, yeah. And I don't know if this one was the first to do it either, but Scratch platformers will have like text at the bottom from like a narrator, which I don't know. It just makes me nostalgic, but it's kind of weird from an actual game design point of view. Oh, I didn't die. Do look at that. Boop. Hang on a second. All right. So yeah, this game has a weird bouncy. And then there's Poison, which does absolutely nothing but kill you slowly. Which is, it's kind of dumb. I'm all alone on this one. Oh, I got that little red thing to keep me company, don't I? Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, my first Scratch game was a remix of this, and a remix is what Scratch calls when you take the code and then make something of your own out of it. And yeah, it's very much encouraged. Oh yeah, you can cling to the ceiling as well on Scratch to remix stuff. That's kind of the whole point. Yeah. So I don't know. Hey. So yeah. Aw, darn. First death. Okay, yeah, that's pretty tight right there, and also this. Where does he stop? There. Okay. Can I do this? Boop. I can. Alright, and I am home free. Okay. Yeah, you just cling to that now. Oh, we got some, I can't remember if when I was a kid I thought this level was hard. It's not. Oh look, the narrator is self-aware now. Oh, oops. That's fair, I guess. Not really. Thanks. Done. That's nice, look, it changes. Yeah, Aumir is the guy who made this. If you're wondering, a big changing block. Oh no, okay. Timing has to be pretty perfect here. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we get music on the last test, some dramatic stuff. Oof. Oh no. Okay. Maybe a little over dramatic, but nah. Okay, so we got this. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. I mean, I've beaten this game before, but it was a long time ago. Nope, right, I forgot. You know what? Maybe I have to do that. And then get up to bouncing again. Oh no, no, I guess not. Nope, that doesn't work. Nope. Okay. Oof. That was not great. Oh, come on. All right. I'm just not doing great right now. The dramatic music is getting to me. Let's try hitting on that ledge. Nope. That wouldn't have worked. Although, maybe. Maybe it will if I make the jump immediately. Can I make that? Yes, I can, I believe. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. All right, final test 2. All right, to do this one, you gotta like knock your head on that. This bit. Nope, not like that. That's how you do it, but it's... Obviously, I'm not doing very well right now. Okay. Or you can do that, I guess. Bear with me. There we go. This is just another thing. And then out. Last one. This time we get a wall that moves, except all the obstacles are pretty pointless. And we are out. And we did it. Yay us. Or me. Oh well. And there is a sequel to this. To this game. Called the Dot 2, but it is a lot harder and it does some unfair stuff, so. Maybe later. Oh, hey. Yeah, I wasn't reading the chat. Haha. All right. What have we got? What else have we I don't remember if the third one was any good. I think it might have been. It used levels from other people, yeah. So... yeah, and it had its own music. Well, I say its own. It wasn't made for that game. This intro takes too long. Okay, there we go. Play. Alright. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got an ice cream. Oh, there's red up there. That's okay. So we gotta, like, get all the ice cream in order to finish. Okay. Oh. Oh, boy. Come on. That's not okay. Look me in the eye and tell me that is a good game design decision. Well, you can't look me in the eye because there's no camera, but imagine you're looking me in the eye and tell me that that's a good game design decision. Because it's not. It's not a good game design decision. You have to die to beat this one. So yeah. Or I think you do. Where do those platforms come from? Did they just get here? Okay. What was this one? No. I got a leg. I guess the level design in this game is really hit or miss compared to the other ones. Because of the whole, community thing. That they were designed by the community. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound fun. Oh, I thought lava was gonna rise from the ground or something, but nope, it's just there's stuff everywhere. Boop. Okay. And we got more invisible stuff. Because everyone loves them. Although there were invisible stuff in the dot 2, so oh hey, Style Master Apprentice, welcome. Oh, I do it like that. Okay, that's how I play. Yes, they are they? Except there's red there too. Yeah, a mechanic where the lights go out would be cool. And, with a game, like an outsourced game like this, I can see that happening, like a kind of crazy, Why should I showcase my own game? That'd be selfish or something, right? I'll do that after this. Which one? I have a bunch. Oh hey, here's one made by the original, by the OG designer. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay. Doot. Oh. Task failed successfully. I didn't think I landed on the black part. Okay, and up we go, and around we go. And it's probably going to bounce me back, so I'm just going to jump up. Now you're thinking with portals. Yeah. Oh. Wait. Hang on. Down, and around, and up, and down, and around, and huzzah. Okay, we made it. Oh, hey! We did it. Sweet. Alright, yeah, I'll go to my own game now. This is a new account, so... I assume you're talking about Red Ship. Yeah, okay. Well, I know you can practice any level you want in practice mode, but yeah, we'll do a game. We'll do a game. I'm not going to stream for very much longer though. So yeah, Redship. This was a bit of a passion project in the late summer for me. The complete stage 1 and most of stage 2, everything but the boss, was made a long time ago, back before Scratch 3.0 came out. And well, the project was getting big, so it was lagging a lot, and that, of course, for a precise game like this, it makes it kind of unplayable. So I kind of gave up on it, and I left. And it's been rotting in my unfinished projects folder until I got it out, and I realized that Scratch 3 handles lots of clones a lot better than Scratch 2 did, so I started working on it again, and I ended up finishing it. So I'm really happy with the finished product, even though it did end up to be incredibly difficult, like unreasonably difficult for a Scratch game. Like I haven't cleared it yet. It's probably possible, right? I mean, okay. Yeah. I'm really proud of a lot of the patterns in this game. Yeah. What's your username on the Discord? Okay. And there's no pause feature, so I can't promise I'll probably only read chat at stage end when I have a little bit of a break. Okay. Okay, good. So in this game there are 2 loops. If you make it to the end of loop 1 with, I think it's 7, less than 7 deaths, so maximum of 6 deaths. Oh, that was terrible, okay. Yeah, if you make it to the end of the first loop with maximum of 6 deaths, you'll go into the second loop, and at the end of the second loop is the true last boss. The boss structure is very similar to that of Doronpachi Daiojo. The only difference being the final boss, Phase 2, exists in both Loop 1 and 2, where in Doronpachi Daiojo it is only in the second loop. Okay. Yep, you can restart. This was the first thing I made when I went back to the game, and when I started working on it again, this boss. And I don't know, I really liked it when I made it. I still really like it. I think it has some interesting patterns. Like that first one is like the dodge that you have to make right here is pretty tight, but it's like, you know. With this boss, I wanted to have a lot of patterns involving the spawning of enemies, because no other boss really does that in this game. Unless you count the stage 3 boss, it has its little familiars, but they're not really enemies. They're just boss parts. So a little strategy for this pattern, you want to always start on the right, because if you start on the left, you'll have to dodge the tight bullets twice. Okay, stage 3. So the story behind this stage is I wanted another stage with obstacles. In Green Ship, the game that came before this one, the final stage had obstacles or barriers. And originally I intended this game to only have 3 stages like Green Ship, but to have 2 loops. I ended up having 5 stages, which is the most content I've ever built in a Scratch shooting game. Because, I mean, it would have been way too much for 2.0 to handle. If you notice, the positions where the enemies spawn are all the same every playthrough, so you can route the stages based on where enemies appear. That's a thing you do in shmups. Okay. One thing I probably won't do in future games is have this random popcorn enemy rain at the ends of the stages, because it can kind of get silly occasionally. Right. If you've played Crimson Clover World Ignition on Steam, you might understand some of these references I'm making to that game and this boss. So in my shooting game engine, there are 2 ways that a boss can move. Moving and static, which basically allows me to define the movement manually. Moving is random. This is the only boss I've made that uses both static and random movement. Like it'll pause at some points for some of its patterns. And there we go. The bosses will time out after two loops of all their patterns. So for score, since grazing is a thing for score, ideally, I think you would want to milk the bosses by waiting to kill them until they're almost about to time out, so you can still get the boss clear bonus without and also graze a lot more bullets. I'm not doing that now because, you know, time, I guess. And I'm not playing for score. That was a mistake. Okay. First death. Woo. Okay. Yeah. They're not worth, you can graze the barriers in stage 3. They're not worth too much though, since you get more score if you graze a bunch of bullets at one time, but the barriers will only count ever as 1 bullet. So they're still worth a good amount, but just not a ton. Oh, this is the stage where I reference a lot of my other games. This mid boss is from a like a showcase project I made to show off my Denmaku engine that I made, that this game is running on currently. The script package, I guess. It's not really an engine in Scratch. And these patterns are reimaginings of its ones. I always like it when shmups have you fight player clones, like ships that are the clones of the player ship, and that's what these are. These ones here. This boss is the true last boss from Lightstorm Fighter, with one of its iconic patterns, and then it turns into a robot. And it doesn't do this in Lightstorm Fighter. It was a random thing I added. There's another pattern from Lightstorm Fighter, rearranged pattern. Or remixed pattern, go Scratch. Yeah, he always drops a 1-up, and that's the only extend item in the game that isn't earned by grazing and score. And here we go. Here's where my I don't know. I like this. Oof. So the ship in the cage in the middle there is the player ship from the first game. So that's fun. From Green Ship. Except of course it's red. And yes, I have bombs. But when you can earn more bombs than the maximum of 8, but if you die it'll reset it to the maximum of 8. To make that mechanic more impactful, I probably should have made it set it lower to encourage you using your bombs instead of dying. Props if you can recognize this pattern. It's not from any of my games. It's a reference to something else. And then it escapes and we have to fight it. And I designed this boss to fight kind of like a player ship would. So mostly aim shots with some bomber style spread shots or burst shots. I think it's pretty fun to fight. It makes you jerk around the screen a lot. Like jerk to make an opening for yourself, and then yeah. And if you can damage it enough before, oh darn. Before it does that, you'll have an easier time. This is based off the final pattern from Green Ship, the True Last Boss final pattern. Oof, can usually make that. It doesn't last for very long, but it's there. You know what? I'm gonna do that. There, now I have the chat. Alright, on to stage 5. Stage 5 is... Yep, 5 stages. Well, actually 10 if you count both loops. This opening section is ridiculous on the second loop, but it's really manageable here. I didn't think that was happening. During stages, it's smarter to use the focus bomb, the unfocus bomb, unlike what I just did when I used a focus bomb. Okay, because it will damage more stuff. This boss can get kind of silly. Patterns still look cool though, I guess. Mid-boss coming up, yep. This mid-boss has a giant laser. Avoid the giant laser. How do I change bullet type? What do you mean? Like the enemy bullets? Hang on, I'm sorry, I can't read the chat. I have to focus on this section. Oh, angles. I press X. And that also slows the player ship speed down, which allows you to dodge things a lot easier. It makes it easier to get through tight gaps. Okay. Final boss incoming. Yeah, see, I move faster when I'm unfocused, and I move slow when I'm focused. Alright. This boss is completely random. It chooses from a set array of patterns, and it does that, and it uses them in a random order. Which, you know, it's probably not the best design decision in the world. Oops. But I don't know. I wanted to do one. I could have done better with it, but oof. You know what? I'm not gonna attempt to make it to the second loop. I'm gonna die a couple times on this boss. So we can see the ending of the game. So with this boss, you have to kill the hands before you can hurt the boss itself. So you see that hand there is exploding, and now they're both exploding. There we go. Okay. Alright, did I do it? Alright, stage clear, yay! There we go. Yep. So I died enough so I didn't make it. Yeah, there we go. I died enough so we didn't make it to the second loop. But we get credits. Which I think is really relaxing to see. Alright. So that's the end of that. Well, it's not the end. There's a true last boss. Do you want me to play the true last boss? See how well I do on practice mode. Or do you want me to move on? Okay. Now, all right. So, actually, who's watching this? Is the other guy still watching this? No, I think it's just you. Oh no, he's still there. So, okay, here we go. Let's play Green Ship. This was the game that came right before Red Ship. It's a lot shorter. It's only 3 stages instead of 5. And yeah, I was really proud of it at the time. I thought it was my best game until Red Ship came out. It's a lot simpler, although there is a weird hyper mechanic. And also, of course, grazing through bullet hugging. Yeah, there's that hyper mechanic, so I get bigger so I can graze more, and I also have stronger firepower. Yep. So I can graze a ton of bullets here. And get more lives, yay! Oh, Now you can also cancel the hyper. So in Red Ship, you bomb by pressing the space bar. In this one, it's C, and I forgot. I tried to bomb, and nothing happened. If you notice, I used that same warning sprite, just with the word green blocked off for Red Ship's Stage 4 warning. So. Yeah, one limitation with this game is that the hypers always came at the same times because they came from destroying enemies. So it was kind of, I don't know, there weren't very many good scoring opportunities with them or anything like a customization of routes and such. Yeah, so in this game, so I just failed the True Last Boss requirements. In this game, the requirements are don't die in the stages. You can die in the bosses all you want, but just don't die in the stages. It's kind of a weird requirement for the True Last Boss. But whatever. So yeah, and the green bullets are worth a lot more than normal bullets. Okay, stage 2 boss. I keep forgetting where the bomb button is. It's a habit. That's what the bomb looks like, by the way. So, yeah. So this boss mostly involves different forms of streaming, which is a Danmaku technique, which involves misdirecting aimed shots by moving in a certain way. Yeah. Alright, 4 lives for stage 3. Which I think is plenty. There's no warning for the walls. There was just a warning sound, but that was it. No actual warning before the walls came. Oof, that was a mistake. Okay. I caught that. I still tried to press spacebar and nothing happened. So I got diamonds here instead of squares, which are I think the positioning of these is random. I'm not sure. These enemies. The popcorns that appear. Okay. Yeah, see ya. Have a good night. Oh, right. Scratch 3 messes up the weight blocks, I think. So like stage progression is different. Those enemies should be in a different spot. I mean, the stage still works, but it's a bit ridiculous looking. Final boss. That was dumb. I don't know why I was proud of this game so much. Its patterns are really kind of samey. But you know, I'll probably say that about Red Ship in a few years anyway. After I learn how to make better stuff. Theirs is still pretty good. They're just not as great. Not as good as Red Ship's. Oop! Surprise attack! This isn't a good pattern. And then it resets. And then I don't really feel like dodging that. Except, you know, it is a cool looking pattern. And we did it! Yay! There's no credits here or anything. Just congratulations, your score, press X to return, etc. Alright, everybody. All the... Oh, it still says 2 watching. Okay. Well, all y'all, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so very much, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.